I need to talk to you, and I need to be real about something that a lot of people won't say out loud. You've probably seen it, those perfect morning routine videos, right? Waking up at 5 a.m., drinking lemon water, do a 10-minute affirmation in the mirror in the bathroom, journal, meditate, do your yoga or whatever, and then suddenly you are supposed to feel powerful and productive. But if we were going to be honest, let's be honest, okay? Most of us went ahead and tried it and still wake up feeling tired, stuck, and kind of fake. And I am here to tell you. Wait for a moment. I am here to tell you that it's not because you are weak. It's not because you are lazy. It's because the system that works for them wasn't built for you. There's something deeper going on. And if you stick with me until the end of this video, I promise you, you'll finally understand why that morning routine, that morning motivation you keep chasing, it isn't broken, it's just not aligned with who you are. So let's get into it. Let's start by clearing something up. Motivation isn't some magical switch that you flip in the morning. It's not something that you find in a 10-step routine. It is not something that someone else can hand you in a video, no matter how viral it gets. You watch these motivational videos, you get pumped for 5 minutes, maybe an hour the longest. Then, as usual, life hits. Distractions, stress, fatigue, responsibilities, chores, and that motivation, poof, gone. You wonder, why can't I keep going? Why do I feel so stuck? Well, here's the blunt truth. Morning motivation isn't about hype. It's about alignment. Alignment with your body, alignment with your mind, alignment with your real life. Let's talk about chronotypes. That's a real fancy word for your natural internal clock. Whether you are a morning bird or a night owl, spoiler is, about half of us are night owls. So when TikTok preaches, we wake up at 5 a.m. and conquer the world, half of us are just fighting biology, okay? Imagine trying to force a night owl to perform like a morning lark. You're literally running your entire mental engine on empty. Your brain fogs up. Motivation tanks. And discipline, forget it. It's a battle you are destined to lose. So, with that said, what's the fix? What exactly is the fix? You need to honor your rhythm. Okay? That's what I can tell you. You need to honor your rhythm. If you're wired to burn bright at night, build your best work and creativity in those hours. If morning works for you, own that. The secret sauce is not the hour you wake up, it's how well you know yourself and structure your day around that. Point 2. Motivation dependency. Motivation dependency. When you depend on internal content, those as in like those hype videos, those affirmations, those Instagram quotes, you're basically on a roller coaster. You feel fired, you feel pumped when you watch these videos, and flat when you do not watch these videos. I think you've noticed that. Here's the thing. Motivation is a mood. It's a feeling. It's not a muscle. If you're waiting for motivation every day, you're at the mercy of your mood swings. And we can't really predict your mood swings. Real power, it comes from discipline. The grit to do what needs doing, even when you don't feel like it. And that discipline that we're talking about, it builds when you develop internal systems, as in habits, routines, goals that aren't tied to how you feel in the moment. That is why people who only rely on motivation crash out and burn. They haven't built the internal engine to keep going when all the hype fades. Now let's get to the toxic positivity that is disguised as motivation. You know the drill, right? Just push through. No excuses. Fake it till you make it. Sounds empowering, right? Sounds great. Legit. But here's the dark side to this. Here's the dark side. It tells you to ignore your body. It tells you to ignore your mind's signal. To dismiss exhaustion. To dismiss stress. And feel and real feelings and emotions. Because, let's be honest, winners don't quit. I hear you, but that is not real strength. That's emotional denial. Real growth, it's messy. Very messy. It's recognizing when you need rest, when you need to pause. It's honoring how you feel, your emotions, and not pretending that those don't exist. Ignoring your limits lead to burnout and resentment. So if you're tired, you need to listen to you, okay? Take it, okay? If you need space, go for it. Take a break. That is how you recharge, so you can come back stronger and not broken. So what actually works? Let me tell you. Stop chasing other people's routine and hype. Instead, start with you. Start with yourself. You need to figure out your natural rhythm. Okay? Are you a night owl or a morning lark? You need to build habits that actually work with your lifestyle and not against your lifestyle. You need to set goals that truly matter to you. Okay? That truly matter, not what you think you should want. You need to practice discipline by showing up constantly even when you don't feel like showing up. And lastly, you need to allow yourself to recharge because it is part of the process. It is not a weakness. Listen, your motivation system should be stable, flexible, and deeply personal. Okay? When you do this, motivation becomes less about spike and more about steady fire. So if you take anything from this video, it's this. You don't need to be a 5 a.m. riser to be successful. You don't need to fake motivation or push yourself into burnout. You just need to know yourself, respect your limits, and build a system that works for you. So next time you watch a motivational video and feel like you're failing because you don't measure up, I want you to remember, you're not broken, you're just unique. And if you're ready to start living your way, hit subscribe, drop a comment below, tell me if you're a night owl or a morning person, and let's build this journey together. Here's a little bonus, okay? What I personally do before we end this video. Here's what I do. No, I do not set the alarm. I wake up when my body tells me to. And honestly, I am a night owl, okay? I do not force routines that I hate. Instead, I create small rituals instead that I look forward to. Follow my energy peaks, not the clock. And every morning I have one thing that pulls me out of bed. That's this channel. And you. The people who comment and watch. That connection gives me a purpose to wake up.